Here we go, folks. One of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? This is Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Stadium, home of the Texas Longhorns. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. And the coverage team gets him down. Not much gained on that return. The Bulldogs offense making their way on the field to open this game. And each offense features a star tight end, Kirk. What an elite matchup of guys who can really hurt defenses in a variety of ways.
When was the last time we did a game where we were excited to watch 2 tight ends from opposing teams go against each other? But that's what we have today. Both of these guys are elite at their position. Both want to have bragging rights that they're the best in the country. Let's see who can be showcased better today.
Man, this defense can fly to the football as a group. That's great team pursuit. The quarterback a little unsure, keep it or pitch it, and the defense makes him pay for that with their speed.
And this crowd coming to life here trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Caught behind the line. It's Fisher. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
First down here at the 45. One explosive play has gotten this drive going, and they're set up near midfield. Trying to find room. It's Frazier. Breaks into the clear. They make the stop, but it's a big play to the 31.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Play action here on first down. On the move now. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down, comes up short.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield, everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. He's in the clear. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Quick throw, the catch is made. Defense shoves him out of bounds, not much of a gain there. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. The back's got it. And he's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. And 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
What an opening drive by this offense and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Coverage team flying down there. Good job. They limit the return. Not much there. So Texas's offense gets their first crack now. They will go up against a secondary, Kirk, that talks about the no-fly zone. These guys are confident in their ability to just lock down wide receivers and take away the opponent's passing game.
Seems like every year in college football, there's secondaries around the country that want to brag that they have the best group of defensive backs. I think this defense and this secondary specifically has a very strong case with what they have to work with. The question I have is, how will the offense consistently move the ball against this group today?
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Back to throw. It's Manning. Quick throw to the left side. Makes the catch downfield. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks. But there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others. But, man, plays like this is what you love to see and kind of creating that new legacy for Texas of having elite receivers.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother.
Here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking deep down the left side. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver.
Well, they had enough yards for the first down on that throw, but a clutch hit right here defensively jars the ball free, so no first down.
Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Ball lands at the 5. It doesn't check up. Bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. Now here he goes. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. One play moves the ball to the 44, and it'll be first down. Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. To the air, it's Stockton. Makes a quick catch. The defense drops him for a loss. They went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Caught in the backfield. It's Frazier. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. He knocks it through with confidence. And that will extend their lead even further.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He's got it with room to run. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure to allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
So quickly, all the way up to the 36, and it's first down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. The throw complete to the running back underneath. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short gain.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
That completion makes it second and medium. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. Breaks into the clear. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball away at the 43. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Caught behind the line. It's Moore. Gets some space around the 30. They make the stop at the 25, but it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And the sophomore, a little bit too much air into that throw. Well, Texas and Georgia hasn't taken long for these two to establish a rivalry in the SEC. Both collisions last season, regular season in Austin. The Georgia pass rush just got after Texas. Hard-fought, close win. And then the rematch for the SEC championship game. Another game where Georgia just made enough plays, Kirk, to win.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a great matchup every single time these teams get together in the SEC. Having Texas with their tradition, what Sark's doing with that program, obviously what Kirby's doing with Georgia. It's one of those matchups every single year when they're up on the calendar. You circle it. Two great games last year. Georgia finding a way to get it done both times. You got to believe that Sark in Texas looking for payback.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Back to throw. It's Manning. The receiver grabs it. Second effort. Their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
That's a great play by this offense to keep the drive alive, and a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. We've had a good early quarterback duel so far, Kirk. Let's check out the stats. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for 6. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Boy, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver on this post pattern, a thing of beauty. Great throw by the quarterback coming off that back foot, and the receiver could not have run a better route.
Now the all-important extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. On 1st down, it's play action. A deep shot to the left side. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the quarter. They'll stop him for a loss. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's third down, but he's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
The Bulldogs will bring their punt team onto the field. And that sets up a return. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 39. Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Here's the second down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Dropping back. It's Manning. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
The Longhorns have 1st and 10 here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Gets the first and still running. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Longhorns pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Running out of time in the pocket. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
Well, they take a shot into the end zone on 3rd down. They come up empty, but a reasonable field goal attempt now if they want to take it.
Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. The game is now tied. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. First down, looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Frazier. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And here's the handoff. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Crucial third down play right here. Looking for a gap. It's Frazier. Oh, he breaks free. Still going. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
First down and 10. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. A gain makes it second and medium. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
The key to me in this is the quarterback gets the ball out of his hands early, allows the receiver to run underneath that deep ball on that post route for a beautiful touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And after the extra point, it's a 17-10 lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a first and 10. He's running out of time here. Short connection to the tight end here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the offense tried to catch the defense napping by getting the ball to the big tight end, but they weren't fooled at all.
Second down play coming up. Handoff from the shotgun. The pickup is 6, makes it third down and 4.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. To the air, it's Manning. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Boy, third down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at fourth and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. It's an out route. The catch made. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Gutsy call to go for it, but it works. The quarterback and receiver are in sync, and you pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
The Longhorns pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. He'll hand it off. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. He's wide open, look out! All the way to the end zone, they couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Texas!
But if somebody had to bust an assignment on this touchdown, there's no way you let a guy get that open unless the defender either gets injured or he blew an assignment. That was too easy for the offense for that touchdown.
Lining up to try the extra point. And it's up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Returner looking to create better field position. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. It's a short completion of the tight end. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. First down here for this offense. Lookton. That's caught. It's Bell. Second down after that previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. The Dogs will line up to boot it away when he comes for his second punt of the game. Steps into this one, and it's a boomer. Wow. Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, that wide receiver screen came close to hitting a seam, but the defense is just flowing to the football too quickly, and they kept him to a short gain.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Handoff here from the shotgun. He breaks free. Stopped right there at the line, no gain. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Manning. Cut quickly. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
I mean, what is the defense thinking? This guy is having a career day, and we're only in the first half. 2 touchdowns, now a clutch 3rd down conversion. They better come up with some changes, or this guy's going to have a monster day.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. You got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
We come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Let's fly to the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the football. The ball is caught. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. And the offense will now quickly spend the timeout. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Looking for a receiver. Pressure is coming. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after him.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Manning. The pass rush closing in. And they'll bring him down. The defense punctuating the 2nd quarter with a big play. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
And the Bulldogs will kick this deep to begin the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Scanning the field, it's Manning. throws. It's a sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
Longhorns bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And he drives the punt deep. And here's the return. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Snags the quick throw. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
How about that? The defense does their job on 3rd down and long. They get after that quarterback, and now it's 4th and forever. Coverage did its part. Let's not forget about that. Buying the pass rush enough time to get after the quarterback.
Dogs will line up to kick it away. And it's a rough series for the offense, and now he's on to punt it away. This is an absolute boomer of a punt. And this punt will back the offense up near the 5-yard line. So the drive begins backed up at their own 5. Tough spot. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Here's the handoff. He moves the ball out to the 15.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Who's in the clear? Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher 2nd down on the way.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going, and it's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
Back to pass. It's Manning. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the 1st down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert a 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. Wide open downfield. That play will move the sticks. Set him up 1st down at the 42. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Second down after that run on the previous play. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
The Longhorns will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
The Longhorns are in the red zone. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. That's solid pursuit. They'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage. Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. And that will give them the lead now.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Back in motion now. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. And he finds the running back in the flat. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Second down after that run on the previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Grab behind the line. It's Bell. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Just a tremendous play here by the corner. Yeah, the offense does complete the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a nice form tackle while driving that offensive player back in the process.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Boom! Takes a hit just as he lets it fly. And it's hauled in. What a catch. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. The pocket breaking down. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Play action fake, looking to throw. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Makes the catch downfield. Able to convert on third, sets up first and goal at the 8.
What a great route here by this tight end on third down, and the quarterback does a smart thing by looking for the big fella. Who's your best friend on third down? Of course, the tight end, and now we've got first and goal.
So that huge gain quickly sets up a first and goal just inside the 10. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. The Dogs looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Interesting idea here near the goal line, relying on the speed to get to the edge. It didn't work out this time, but maybe give it another look later on.
Well, still plenty of work here to do now on second down and goal. And so far, we have been treated to a serious quarterback duel. Both these guys putting on a show so far. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a second and goal. Dropping back, it's Stockton. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
Interesting call here, Chris, with this screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush, but give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. Defense is coming after him. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. Oh, he missed it. Off target that time. After the miss, still down by 7.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. What a poor kicker.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Ball handed off. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
What makes a really good counterplay is selling it to the defense. So you're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
Looking to pass here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. crucial. Third down play coming up. Looking to throw. It's Manning. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
Longhorns will have to kick it away. It's a booming punt, showcasing the leg strength. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Gets it out quickly to the left side. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Important second down play coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Brad near the sticks. It's Branch. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Bringing pressure. Contact as he let the ball go. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Getting set. Here's second down. To throw. It's Stockton. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Man, it has been a rough night for this poor offensive line, and it's only getting worse. That's 5 sacks they've now given up so far in this game alone.
Here comes third and long. Trailing in the game. Giving up that sack earlier could prove to be decisive. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. A deep shot right down the middle. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. They can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
The Bulldogs will have to punt this one away. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. They'll hand it off. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Hey, I can understand the play call here, backed up deep in your own territory, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, but you got to be careful of being too conservative because this defense right now, they're trying to get the football back, and they are selling out against this run game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Running back grabs it on the screen. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. To throw, it's Manning. Looking deep to the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Here he goes. Touchdown, Texas. This quarterback on fire today.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball, the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out. It's Branch. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Off the play fake on first down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it in the open. Stopped at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Gain on the first play, moves it to the 43. It'll be first down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
If this team can hold on today and win, this pass rush deserves all the credit in the world. They have gotten after this quarterback so many times. Really, every time the opposing offense does something positive, it feels like a sack just stops any progress.
And sack sets up second down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
This quarterback's got to be so frustrated. He's got an open receiver. He makes a good throw with a good route from his intended target, but this defensive back makes a heck of a play on the ball and knocks it away.
After that incompletion, it's third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Pulls it in. It's Branch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Man, Chris, when you're down by a couple scores late in a game like this, you need to find matchups where you can get the ball thrown downfield. Here it's a completion, but it doesn't get them very much. Now they've got a fourth down play coming up.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
The Dogs looking to keep this drive moving. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running back has it on a screen now. Breaks into the clear. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
And the Bulldogs hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. And now the try here for the extra point. The extra point gets him within a touchdown, 31-24. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Returner decides to field it. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. First down, looking for for more now. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now second and long. Leaning on the run game here late. He finds some space. Got the first down and still motoring. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
And the quarterback keeps it here. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense getting set. It's second down. And the wideout goes in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Longhorns will line up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Sticking with the running game. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. To throw, it's Manning. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, what an incredible job here by this defense on 3rd down. Now to set up a pivotal 4th down play. Question is, does the offense go for it and be aggressive, or do they punt it away and trust their defense to get a win?
And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Return starts from inside the 5. And their returner brought down by that coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Branch. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Chris, it's not always the big, tall receiver that gives these defenses headaches on slant routes. Sometimes it can be that undersized guy from the slot that's very tough to get your hands on.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking deep for late-game heroics. And it's caught outside the 10 and still going. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
Now, the quarterback found a matchup that he loved, gets a big gain with a nice throw, and now they're down in the red zone looking for some points.
They go from their own 20 all the way into the red zone. Can they capitalize here now? Back to throw. It's Stockton. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Man, this pass rush has gotten home so many times. As an offense, I know you're down, but you gotta try to mix it up. Maybe roll the quarterback out. Have your backs and tight ends chip at the line. Anything they can do, because what they've done up to this point, it's just not working.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Thomas. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now. And the big numbers just continue to pile up for this quarterback. That's more than 400 passing yards in the game now, Kirk.
Chris, this defense has tried everything to slow him down, and nothing has worked. Whether they play zone or man, they blitz to try to put pressure. Anything to get him out of his rhythm has not.
Touchdown, Dogs! What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment.
This offense has done what's been asked of them. They get the touchdown. Now it comes down to, can you recover the onside kick to give yourself a shot?
Here comes the point after attempt. PHC is good. They still trail, though. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
Oh, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated it.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been...